Okay, problem 203. Certainly we did this at the whiteboard. We got an answer to it. Let me just quickly read over. It says, if the greater of two numbers be divided by the less, the quotient is 1, and the remainder is 6. And if the greater increased by 14, divided by the less, diminished by 4, the quotient is 5, and the remainder is 4. Find the numbers. You may find the language awkward. This actually comes from a textbook dating back to 1905. And it was to teach students algebra, all right? So it's an algebra textbook. So we certainly wrote up what they were saying, and then we solved the equation. And what I want to do is just simply go through the SAGE code for it, all right? And to do that, I'm going to go to SAGE, open my terminal up. I'm going to launch SAGE. Okay, SAGE is running. I'm going to clear the screen. And I'm going to reset. And then what we're going to do is type this stuff in over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is just type in the variables x and y. They're variables. All right? Now, equation 1 is going to be this equation over here. That's x divided by y. You notice there's a double equal sign over here, 1 plus 6 over y. All right? So I'm going to just copy paste that without typing it back in again. And then the second equation is this one over here. And this comes from the reading of the problem. I think the most difficulty students have is reading of the problem. So I get this over here. The next thing I want to do is just solve the equation. And you solve it by coupling it together. There's two equations and two unknowns, and solving for those two unknowns. Now what do you get? 15 and 9. All right? Now I'm at a school that may be blocking AI. So what I want to do is I want to do a copy paste. I want to see if I can go to AI to get an AI product to do the problem. So I'm just going to copy it. And I'm going to open up a web browser. And let's see if I can get to OpenAI. I think it's going to be blocked. And there's something to say about this. You know, certainly schools are trying to block OpenAI, and I think it's a mistake. I don't think you should be blocking anything, unless, of course, it's offensive to people. I understand schools should be blocking certain offensive websites. But as an open information, schools should be promoting open information. I'm going to go to Gmail, though. Oh, not Gmail, I'm sorry, Google. And what I want to do, well, that's Google News. I want to do google.com. And I want to do Gemini, see if they're blocking that. I'm going to type it in, and I'm going to hit the enter and see what happens. Now, you notice that the school is blocking OpenAI, but obviously they're not aware of Gemini. Gemini is another open, I shouldn't say open, but another AI product. Let's just see if it understands the question. And the big thing about this over here is it's divining it, it's read it through, and I'm not reading it, by the way. I'm just going to kind of scan it over real quickly, and then let's see, verification, final answer, 15 and 9. So it's doing pretty nicely. All right, and the point about that is it's important that you start to realize there's a lot of tools out there at your disposal that you should be taking advantage of, and that's so true about problems that you need to get help sometimes, and computers are a great place to get help. Thank you.